Red Stripe. Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me no. Red Stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a pour them a singing anthem to. Red Stripe, watcha. Man, shall I be the forward boy? Red Stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. The bush and never made it that the champion boy pan. Nah man I done a songsters boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy.
Continue or start over. Continue. Start over.
Good evening and welcome once again to the Draxall Sports Complex. We're here for match day 21 in the Red Stripe National Premier Football League. Mount Pleasant against Vere United. Mount Pleasant in second spot coming into this game on 37 points. Vere United at the bottom of the table on 15 points. Starting today for the visitors, Kirk Mullings, we are in number 3. Alton Lewis, number 5. Laston Reed, number 4. Garrington Baker, number 9. Renor Elliott, number 10. Devroy Gray, 11. Zane Reed, number 12. Andre Gale, number 13. Ray Campbell, number 15. Romain Plummer, number 17. And Shavar Wilson, number 30. The substitutes for Vere United, Tashane Campbell, Javier Brown, Christopher Randall, Zane Hilton, Kenroy Stoddart, Joel Plunkett, and Mark Elson. Starting for Mount Pleasant today, number 50, David Swaby in goal. Number 18, Kevin Graham. Number 3, Ladale Ritchie. Number 14, Sule McCalla. Number 6, Liston James. Number 17, Ronaldo Rodney. Number 15, Kevon Isaacs. Number 7, Jamil Hardware. Number 10, Kemar Beckford. Number 19, Cordell Benbow. Number 8, Jordan Fletcher. And the substitutes, Joseph Vargas, Latroy Leng, Daniel Green, Shaquille Notice, Sherman Goldburn, Rogelio Juarez, and Alwyn Harvey. So Vere United with the kickoff as the game is now underway here at Draxall. A reasonably good crowd on hand for this encounter. Mount Pleasant in possession. Rodney plays it right side. Finds Liston James. Liston James on the near side. Floats it into the middle. Finds Jamil Hardware. Hardware, there's a whistle on the play. And the referee, Costley, says there has been an infringement. So a free kick to Vere United. Lovely evening here at Draxall for this encounter. Here's the goalkeeper with the kick. Vere United in possession in their own half. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by Mount Pleasant on the far side. Kick floated long. Finds Devroy Gray. Gray on the left side trying to beat his man. Gets it inside. Clearance by the Mount Pleasant, still in the danger spot. Kick taken there by Laston Reed. Goes way over the bar. And into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Quickly taken free kick by, goal kick by Mount Pleasant. Comes back to Benbow. Benbow in position, plays it, trying to find Kemar Beckford. Not successful. Here is Kevon Isaacs, beats his man, but only gets it as far as the number 9 for Vere, Garrington Baker. Vere in possession. Left-sided pass. Finds Gray once again. Floats it inside. Does Gray. Shot on goal. And it goes just wide of the left upright. And another goal kick to the Mount Pleasant team. Vere Technical enjoying a lot of the exchanges in the early goings in this encounter. Vere United. Here is Mount Pleasant through Graham. Plays it back to his goalkeeper. Swaby has it. Plays it right side. Finds Graham. Plays it forward. Finds Benbow. Benbow plays it back to Graham. Graham plays it across the goal area. Finds his captain, Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it further left to Sule Makala. Makala coming forward with it. Gets it to Isaacs. Clearance once again for Mount Pleasant. Here they come away with it once again. Jordan Fletcher plays it forward, trying to find Cordell Benbow. Whistle on the play, and a kick won by the Vere United team. Nil all in this encounter. Mount Pleasant against Vere United here at Drax Hall. Lovely play there from the Mount Pleasant custodian over that side there, on the far side. Ball goes into touch. Mount Pleasant wins a throw-in. Here is Vere in possession, trying to make a clearance. Does so, gets it only succeeds in getting it into touch, and a throw to Mount Pleasant again on the far side, inside the Vere United half. Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward once again. Loses it to Vere United. They turn it back to number 13. That's Andre Gale. Vere United in possession on the left side. Vere coming forward. Here is Baker with it. Comes back to Gray. That's Devroy Gray. It's back to Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs to Benbow. Benbow to Isaacs. Loses it once again, does Mount Pleasant. And here, once again, is Devroy Gray coming forward. He goes down. Referee Costley says play on. Sule Makala on the far side of the pitch here with it. And there's a whistle on the play. Referee stops the action so that Gray can get some attention. Nil all in this encounter here at Drax Hall between Mount Pleasant and Vere United. Mount Pleasant looking to take over the reins of the league in terms of the lead. 1 point behind Waterhouse. Vere United trying desperately to get off the bottom of the table. There's a hold up in the play. Something seems to be happening over on the far side. We see referee Costley, the referee, and under the regulations, as long as those spectators or spectator is identified, will be asked to leave the venue. They are in the process now of going through that procedure. The referees are not going to proceed until the spectator or spectators are removed from the venue. How much time gone there? 8? 8 minutes gone in the encounter. Still goalless between Mount Pleasant and Vere United. So we're back with the action in this Premier League encounter. Mount Pleasant against Vere United. Mount Pleasant in possession. Hardware loses it to Devroy Gray. Back now with Hardware. And it goes into touch. Throw into the Vere United team. Here now is Garrington with it. Hustle off the ball by Isaacs. Back with Benbow on the near side. Isaacs with it. Going forward. Plays it forward. Trying to find that looks to be Hardware. Hardware plays it to Isaacs on the far side. Loses it now to Vere United. And they come away with it once again at Vere United. Whistle on the play there. Rodney, the culprit this time. Free kick on the halfway line to Vere United. Here now is Plummer. And the captain, Ladale Ritchie, comes away with it. Plays it left side. Finds Sule McCullough. Plays it forward, does McCullough. Trying to find Jordan Fletcher on the far side. Fletcher dribbles inside. Looking for passes. Gives it away. Jordan Fletcher. And Vere United comes away with it once again. Through Plummer. Plummer on the left side this time. Trying to get by his man. Does so. And here is Vere United with it advantage. Cleared by the Mount Pleasant defenders. And here it comes back to Benbow. Benbow knocks it one time to Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher back to Cordell Benbow the fast on the right side. Here is Benbow coming forward now. Trying to get by his man. Does so now. Here is it. Set it up to Fletcher. Comes back to Ronaldo Rodney. And Kemar Beckford on the far side with it. Whistle on the play. No. Ball still active. And it's cleared now by the Vere United team. Throw into Vere United. Liston James with the clearance. Failing to get away. Does so on the second opportunity. Jamil Hardware taking down the Vere United player. And is penalized by referee Cosley. That looks to be Laxton Reed that was taken down. Here is Gray on the left side. Rodney with it now in the middle of the field, the middle of the Mount Pleasant half. Hardware loses it once again. Shot towards goal, blocked by Sule McCullough for Mount Pleasant. Comes back to Fletcher. It goes into touch, and it's a throw to the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Mount Pleasant once again, coming forward. Benbow knocks it back to Liston James. Graham plays it left side, right-footed to Ladale Ritchie. Here now is Kemar Beckford. Cleared one time by the defense for Vere United. They are still in possession. Reed with it. Knocks it forward. Trying to find Plummer. Goes into touch. And a throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Graham with it. Plays it back to Ritchie. Mount Pleasant coming forward once again. James plays it long, trying to finds Beckford, but there's no one on his right side to receive. And it comes back to the Vere United team. Ball goes into touch for a throw to Vere United. Here is Vere United now, trying to build an attack. Plays it long forward. Trying to find Plummer. They're still in possession. And Mount Pleasant wins a throw-in on the far side, just about midway their own half. Here is Benbow. Plays it forward. Gets it to Beckford. Long, high pass. Trying to find Jamil Hardware. Headed away by the Vere United defender, central defender. Mount Pleasant once again trying to build an attack on the far side. Here is Isaacs. Pleasant coming down the left side. Unable to keep it in. And it goes into touch for a goal kick to Vere United. Spirited performance so far by the Vere United team. "17 minutes gone in this encounter. Still 0-0 between Mount Pleasant and Vere United. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Mount Pleasant. Just about 10 yards. Just over 10 yards from the halfway line. More midway the Vere United half. Here is Kevon Isaacs now. He's going to be banging this one hard from far. Here he is now, steps up to it and hammers it towards goal. Crashes into the wall. And a whistle on the play. Player goes down. And the referee is calling for assistance for the player. So we're back with the action here at Drax Hall. Mount Pleasant coming forward once again on the far side. Sully McCullough dribbles forward over the halfway line. Finds Jordan Fletcher. That's Kevon Isaacs, rather. Isaacs plays it back to Graham. Graham plays it left side, finds Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie stops, looks, plays it back to Graham. Graham plays it right side, finds Liston James. James to Cordell Benbow. Benbow back to Graham. Mount Pleasant knocking it around in their own half. Wooing the Vere United to come for it. Here is Mount Pleasant. Isaacs plays it left side. Comes back to Jamil Hardware, is unsuccessful in getting it. And it comes back to the number 12, Zane Reed for Vere United. Here is Reed with it once again on the line. Finds Elliott. Back with Reed. Vere United coming forward, trying to build an attack. Square comes over, headed. Just missing the head of Zane Reed there. And goalkeeper Swaby does what is needed to be done. Reed plays it long to the far side. Vere United in possession, coming forward and shot towards goal. Saved by the goalkeeper. Beautifully done by Swaby. Just pushing it around the right upright. That was a close one. Lovely shot taken there by the Vere United striker. But Swaby was equal to the task. Succeeded in just guiding it around the upright, and they won a corner. So here's a corner kick to be taken for Vere now. Cleared one time by McCullough. Shot, trying to take a shot. There is the number 4 for Vere United. Here is number 17, shot towards goal, held by the goalkeeper. So Plummer with that shot towards goal, and Plummer recovers in time to gather. So Mount Pleasant will have to start once again. Does so through James. Here is Jordan Fletcher. Switches to the right side of the field now. Gets it to Benbow. Benbow controls, turns, dribbles, plays it over. Trying to find Beckford. Intercepted by the Vere United defenders. They get it into touch, and a throw to Mount Pleasant. Jamil Hardware to take the throw for Mount Pleasant. Gets it to Liston James. 23 minutes gone. Still goalless in this encounter. Headed out by the defenders for Vere United. Comes back to Isaacs. Being hustled off the ball there. Succeeds in getting it back to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie pumps this one forward. Finds Sule McCullough on the far side. Dribbles into the box, trying to get it into the penalty area. Deflects and goes into touch for a corner to the Mount Pleasant. Left-sided corner won by Mount Pleasant. Looks to be Cordell Benbow who is heading over that direction. No. Looks to be Benbow with the corner. Looks as if he's going to take it short to Isaacs. Here's the corner kick now. Goes over there. Heads go up. Headed out. And cleared one time once again by the Vere United team. Comes back to Isaacs. Isaacs plays it left side. Finds Benbow. Benbow trying to get it into the penalty area. Clearance by the Vere United defenders. Looks to have been a handball. Referee says no. Still not out of the danger zone. It comes now to Beckford. There is a whistle on the play there. Rodney taken down by the defenders. And a whistle on the play. So a free kick won by the Vere United team. Here is Ray Campbell now with this free kick for Vere United. Gets it to Devroy Gray. Comes back to Campbell, loses it. It goes back to Reed. Here is Fletcher with it now. Plays it forward, trying to find Cordell, trying to find Kemar Beckford. Beckford with it in the penalty area. Loses it, and it goes into touch. So it's a corner to Mount Pleasant. On the right side, Jordan Fletcher gets ready to take this corner. He's going to be taking it left-footed. Fletcher. Here is the corner now. Goes high, the heads go up, headed out by Vere United. They're still in possession. Comes to Mount Pleasant. Rodney with it. And he loses it to the Vere United team. Here is Zane Reed coming forward. Back with the Mount Pleasant team with Jamil Hardware. Beautiful pass by Hardware to Benbow. Cleared one time by the Vere United defenders. And they come away with it once again, Vere United. Only as far as Isaacs. Isaacs gets it to Hardware. Hardware back to Isaacs. Isaacs back to Hardware. Hardware right-sided pass to Jordan Fletcher. Dribbles inside. Turns it back now to Hardware. Hardware turns inside with it. Still in possession, Hardware. Plays it to his right. Finds Liston James. James back to Hardware. Hardware to Fletcher. Mount Pleasant trying to penetrate here. Hardware taken down there by the defense. Ray Campbell. Player looks to be okay now. So kick to be taken by Mount Pleasant. Looks as if it's Cordell Benbow who's going to be taking this one. Two-man wall set up by Vere United. Here is Benbow with it. Floats it into the box. Hit it one time. Pressed over the bar by the goalkeeper for Vere United. That was a close one. But the goalkeeper succeeds in getting it over the bar. Just tipping it over the crossbar. And a corner to Mount Pleasant. Here is a corner kick now to be taken. Left-footed. Short corner by Fletcher. Plays it to Isaacs. Here is Fletcher with it. Floats it into the back of the net. Into the area once again. And the job well done there by the goalkeeper. Hesitant at first. but manages to get this one into his grasp. Player goes down. No whistle from the referee. Comes to the right side. Here is Fletcher. Finds Hardware. Goes to Beckford. Flag goes up. A whistle on the play. A referee rules Beckford to be in an offside position and is so penalized. Just about half an hour gone in this encounter. Still 0-0 between Mount Pleasant and Vere United. Coach Howard Cephas giving instructions to his leading goal scorer, Zane Reed. He has so far scored 6 goals for Vere United this season and is their leading goal scorer. Kemar Beckford with 10 goals, the leading scorer for the Mount Pleasant team. Here is a goal kick or free kick taken by Vere. Comes to Reed, who plays it into touch. Throw taken by Isaacs, trying to find Beckford. Gets it only as far as Laxton Reed, trying to find Benbow. Benbow comes away with it. Dribbles forward, does Benbow. Cleared one time by the defense for Vere United. Vere in possession in the Mount Pleasant half, coming forward. Trying to find Zane Reed. Rolls right across the area. Comes back now to Plummer. Here is Vere United trying to get off a shot here. Baker with the ball. Plays it to the far side. Still in possession is Vere. Cleared now by Ritchie. Only as far as Reed. The crowd liking the action there and roars in approval. Here's a free kick midway the Mount Pleasant half. Plays it forward, trying to find Beckford. Beckford in possession. Dribbles inside. Finds Hardware. Hardware back to Beckford. He's taken down. There's a whistle on the play. No. Referee says play on. And goalkeeper Wilson holds on to that one for dear life and bowls it outside so that his teammate can get some attention. Heading into the last 15 minutes of the first half. Still Mount Pleasant 0. Vere United 0. Still 0-0 in this encounter between Mount Pleasant and Vere United. Here is Fletcher with the throw. Throws it back to the Vere United team. And they allow it to roll into touch for a goal kick. Goalkeeper Wilson setting it up. Another player goes down for Vere United. Roughed up there by Kevin Graham. He's back on his feet. So Plummer is once again ready for action. Ball handled there by Hardware. Here is Vere now coming away with it once again. Elliott plays it left side, finds Richards, Reed. Plays it inside to Reed. So Reed to Reed. And they loses it to the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Benbow trying to find Beckford. Does so now. Beckford trying to get it inside. Here is a shot towards goal. He's trying to get that shot off. Misses it completely. And it's back in possession of Vere. Here now is Campbell. Comes back to Reed, Zane Reed. Liston James. Bangs it into Reed. First touch, letting down Fletcher there. Goes into touch. Here is Ladale Ritchie with it now for Mount Pleasant. Free kick won by Mount Pleasant. Graham with the kick. Plays it to his left. Trying to find here is Richie with it. Plays it to Graham. Graham in front of his goal. Dribbles forward. Plays it forward. Trying to find Beckford. Or Benbow rather. And the Vere United comes away with it again. Loses it. Liston James. Find Ronaldo Rodney. Rodney to Fletcher. Fletcher back to Rodney. Rodney comes forward. Plays it left side. Finds Crooks on the line. Crooks gets it. Passes it on the line. Trying to find Benbow. Does so. But they lose it once again to the Vere United team. Played long upfield now by Vere. Comes back to Graham. Graham plays it to Fletcher. Fletcher gets it to Isaacs. Isaacs twisted and turning. Plays it left side. Finds Sule McCalla. Took his eyes off the ball. Almost lost his footing. But it comes back to McCalla. And he plays it into touch. So a throw-in won by Vere United. Mount Pleasant having difficulty in breaking down this Vere United team this evening. The last time both teams met, Mount Pleasant came away 2-1 winners. Here is Isaacs coming away with it for Mount Pleasant. Trying to find Fletcher on the far side. Vere comes away with it. Place it forward, does Vere. Trying to find a whistle on the play. Offside call there by referee Costley. Here now is Reed. Latson Reed. Trying to find Zane Reed. Comes back to Cordell Benbow. Benbow finds Beckford. Beckford trying to beat his man. Has two to beat. He's still in possession is Beckford. Loses it now to Campbell. Here is Reed once again. Laston Reed. Plays it to the far side. Finds Garrington Baker. Vere United trying to build an attack. Getting now into the Mount Pleasant half. Here now is Elliott. Gathered by the goalkeeper Swaby for Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant coming forward once again. Isaacs plays it to Benbow. Roughed up there is Benbow by his opponent. He comes away with it and is pulled down by the... And of course, the referee rightly calls it. So Plummer it is there, taking things into his own hand and taking down Cordell Benbow. So Mount Pleasant wins a free kick just about the halfway line, just below the halfway line in their own half. Richie plays it right side, still in his own half, to James, who knocks it into the penalty area. Here now is Ronaldo Rodney. Finds Jamil Hardware. Hardware turns it back inside, finds Benbow. Benbow flicks it towards Sule McCullough. Unsuccessful, cleared by the Vere United defenders. He slips and falls, and the Vere United comes away with it. Here now is Zane Reed, and it's easily held. I mean, that should be Romain Plummer, and it's easily held by goalkeeper Swaby for Mount Pleasant. Booted upfield by Swaby for Mount Pleasant. Here is Beckford on the far side once again, coming forward, stops it, turns it, takes out, sends it towards goal, shot on goal, saved by the goalkeeper. Cleared one time. Still 0-0 in this encounter between Mount Pleasant and Vere United. Mount Pleasant in possession. Isaacs plays it left side, finds Isaac McCullough. Plays it back to here is Hardware with it in possession. Finds Cordell Benbow. Benbow heading towards goal. Is hounded by two defenders. Gets it inside. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Finds Jordan Fletcher. And Cordell Benbow finishes it. Mount Pleasant takes the lead. On the 45th minute mark. And Mount Pleasant takes the lead in this encounter against Vere United. So Cordell Benbow gets his 5th goal of the season for Mount Pleasant. Takes the lead and looking now to move to 40 points in the Premier League. So we're into stoppage time in this first half. Beautiful play there by Jordan Fletcher. But it comes straight to the goalkeeper. And he holds on to this one easily. Boots it upfield into the night skies. Here is Vere United now in possession, just about the halfway line. Garrington, Baker with it, plays it to the right. It comes back to Baker. Here is Kemar Beckford coming forward once again for Mount Pleasant. Beckford just about the penalty area, twisting and turning. Whistle on the play? No. And it's cleared one time by the Vere United players. Here now is Zane Reid coming forward for Vere United. Shot towards goal. Just missing the left upright. Zane Reid trying to maximize his opportunities here. He is a leading goal scorer for the Vere United team. He has scored 6 times so far this season and is looking for a 7th. Unsuccessful this time. Goal kick to be taken by Swaby. Knocks it left side to his captain, Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it further left. Sule McCullough receiving on the far side. Plays it forward. Mount Pleasant in possession. Jordan Fletcher on the far side. Dribbling inside now is Fletcher. Plays it back to Isaacs. Isaacs loses it now. And Vere United comes away with it once again. Here is Gray on the left side. Trying to get the cross in. Failing to get it across. And it goes into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. And there we have it, the signal that 45 minutes have been played in this encounter. Mount Pleasant leading by a 1-0. Goal scored in the 45th minute by Cordell Benbow. His 5th goal of the season. So let's see what's going to be happening when we return for second half action.
sentence, brother?
Well, I don't know, brother.
How accident?
Me not see him. He's a regular one.
So the second half is on the way. Mount Pleasant against Vere United. Mount Pleasant in possession. Loses it to Vere United. Here is Beckford with it now. Shot on goal. Easily handled by goalkeeper Wilson for Vere United. No changes to either team for this second half action. Here's a long pass for Mount Pleasant. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by the Vere United team. So it's early second half action. The score remains Mount Pleasant 1, Vere United 0. Cordell Benbow on the score sheet for Mount Pleasant. Here's a kick taken by Shavar Wilson, the goalkeeper for Vere United. It comes now to Garrington Baker. Baker with it on the near side here. Plays it, finds Elliott. Elliott turns it inside. Finds Zane Reed. Zane Reed plays it back to Elliott. Reed with it. Turns it back to Campbell. Campbell dribbles inside. Intercepted by Mount Pleasant through Jamil Hardware. Hardware is taken down. No whistle on the play. Play continues. Vere United in possession. Plays it left side. Vere United trying to build another attack here. They trail by a goal to nil. Sule Makala with the clearance there for Mount Pleasant. Comes back to Kemar Beckford. Beats his man nicely. Gets it back to Jamil Hardware. Hardware on the far side. Plays it now to Liston James, who floats it into the penalty area. And it comes back to the goalkeeper, Wilson. Cleared now by the Vere United defender. Ball goes into touch. Throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Beckford heading it to Fletcher. Fletcher turns it back to Sule Makala. Makala to Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs turns it back to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it inside. Finds Graham. Graham boots it upfield. Finds Cordell Benbow. The flag goes up. And there's a whistle on the play. Infringement through Mount Pleasant. Here is Jordan Fletcher. Flicks it casually and loses it. Comes back to the Vere United team. They are trying to come forward now, Vere United. Intercepted there by Mount Pleasant. Here is Kemar Beckford with it. Trying to get by his man. He's hustled off the ball. And Vere United comes away with it once again. They are on the far side of the field in possession. Loses it to Mount Pleasant once again. Here is Jordan Fletcher. Finds Cordell Benbow. Benbow back to Fletcher. Fletcher flicks it inside, trying to get to Benbow. Here's Benbow. Shot and goal! Just over the crossbar! Beautifully taken shot by Cordell Benbow, but only succeeds in getting it just over the crossbar. .49 minutes gone. Mount Pleasant continue to lead by a goal to nil. Here is Mount Pleasant in their own half. Well done there by Rodney. Cleared one time. Comes back to Fletcher. That should be Hardware. Hardware plays it to Fletcher. Flicks it ahead of him, trying to find Sule Makala. Unsuccessful. Here is Isaacs. Comes back to Baker. Here is Zane Richards. Zane Reed with it. A whistle on the play. Free kick won by Mount Pleasant. Midway their own half. Very good, clean action so far. No need for the referee so far in this encounter to go for his cards. After 50 minutes, almost going towards the 1 hour mark in this game. And no sign of a card from the referee. Here is Fletcher in possession. Knocks it back to Rodney. Here is Richie. Chests it down. Comes forward with it. Long ball trying to find Makala. Just a little too weighted that pass. And it goes into touch. For a throw to Vere United. Here is Mount Pleasant in possession. Benbow trying to wiggle his way out of a tight spot here. Flicked inside there now. Here is Hardware underneath it. Headed out by the Vere. Shot on goal by Hardware. Goes wide. Pivoted almost 360 degrees. Jamil Hardware only succeeded in getting it past the right upright. Goal kick to Vere United. Kick taken by goalkeeper Wilson. Left-sided. He plays it into touch. Mount Pleasant wins a throw. We see 3 players from the Mount Pleasant bench rising, 4 players to warm up, while 2 players are warming up for the Vere team. Here is Vere coming away with it once again. Intercepted by Mount Pleasant. Sule Makala, long pass, trying to find Jordan Fletcher. Gets it to Fletcher now. Here is Fletcher now on his right foot. Plays it to Isaac. Shot towards goal. Over the crossbar. Here is Vere United once again. Whistle on the play. Foul committed by Bernier Elliott on Jamil Hardware. And the referee penalizes the Vere United team. Sule Makala setting up to take this free kick. Leaves it for Ladale Ritchie, who plays it now to Makala. Inside to Hardware. Whistle on the play. Foul committed by Makala. Free kick won by Vere United. Vere United in possession through Baker. Lewis plays it inside. Heads go up. Cleared by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Comes to Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher dribbles forward. Finds Kemar Beckford, who has one defender on his back. Beckford in possession, coming forward now. Plays it inside, finds Hardware. Hardware beats his man nicely. Gets it back to Beckford. Beckford with it. Whistle on the play. Offside called by the referee, Weston Costley. Here is Vere now in possession, coming forward. Mount Pleasant in possession in their own half. Here is Kemar Beckford beating his man nicely. Going down the right side. Shot towards goal. Goes over the crossbar. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by Vere United. Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward once again. Jordan Fletcher with it, beats his man. Runs into traffic. Here is Fletcher now. Trying to find Benbow. All right. All right. Vere United deep into their own half. Comes to Makala. Booted out by the defense. And they goes into touch of Romain Plummer for a throw to Mount Pleasant. Ball booted upfield. Comes as far as Alton Lewis. Here is Laston Reed for Vere United. Okay. Here is Fletcher on the attack, plays it forward, finds Sule Makala, gets it inside, over the crossbar, and goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Here is Vere United coming forward once again. Easily handled by the goalkeeper. Here's Beckford on the attack. Shot towards goal. And just deflecting and going wide there. Beckford with that shot. As Mount Pleasant gets ready to make their first substitution.
Once it's a record, change that kid.
To lead by a goal to nil. Shot on goal. Hitting the crossbar. Ronaldo Rodney. And it goes into touch. Powerfully struck shot by Ronaldo Rodney. Just crashing into the right upright. And going into touch. Mount Pleasant in possession. The substitute Zane Hilton in possession. Plays it forward. Here now is Alton Lewis. Whistle on the play. So a throw in to the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Daniel Green now. Plays it back to McCullough. Plays it forward. Comes to Rodney. Chests it back now to Green. Here is Green now. Beats his man nicely. Plays it back to Rodney. Rodney leaves it alone for Sully McCullough. Intercepted there by Alton Lewis. And it goes into touch for a throw to Mount Pleasant. They lead by a goal to nil. Here is Benbow. Plays it back to McCullough. McCullough to Green. Booted upfield now by Ladale Ritchie. Cordell Benbow found himself in an offside position. Just allowed the ball to roll past him. Here is Beckford, plays it to Benbow. Benbow puts it on his right foot, finds Beckford. Let down by his first touch there is Beckford. And allows the defenders to clear. Vere on the attack now, on the left side. Coming forward. Robbed off the ball there by the defense for Mount Pleasant. Here is Fletcher. Mount Pleasant in possession, coming forward once again. Yeah. Played inside. Wow. Zane Reed trying to clear that one. It came off the outside of his boots and flew past the right upright. Close call there for Vere United. Wins for Mount Pleasant, a corner kick. "70 minutes gone. Mount Pleasant lead by 1-0. Firmly in position to take over top spot in the Premier League. Cordell Benbow to take this corner. Here is the corner. High ball. Heads go up, headed out by the Vere United defenders. Here is Kevon Isaacs. Vere United comes away with it. Dribbling over the halfway line. And cleaned up by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Here is Graham with it. Plays it right side. Finds Fletcher. Plays it across the goal does Graham. Finds Ladale Ritchie. Ladale Ritchie dribbling forward. Finds Sule Makala. Wow. Gets it into touch. The action is continuing off the field and on the field. Here is Benbow, beaten man nicely on his left side, turns it inside, finds Beckford, and he hits it into the back of the net! Come on, Beckford! Makes it goal number 11 in the 73rd minute and makes it Mount Pleasant 2, Vere United 0. So Mount Pleasant having this one now firmly in their grasp. And looking now to move to 40 points in the Premier League. Another substitution coming up for Vere United. Number 16. Christopher Rondell making his entry. And out comes number 10, the captain, Renor Elliott.
Give me a pass! Oh, God. Oh! I want to beat that for No! Alright. By the time the man reach there, so at the service team and keep the one brother.
Swaby just knocks it to his right where he finds Kevin Graham. Miss kick there by Ladale Ritchie. But goalkeeper Swaby equal to the task. He rolls it to his left for Sule Makala, who dribbles into the middle of the field, finds Ronaldo Rodney. Rodney plays it long, crashes into the chest of Campbell, Ray Campbell. Comes back to Graham, shields it outside. No whistle on the play there, as anticipated by Vere United. And Mount Pleasant comes away with it. Me never announce it 2-2. A 2-1 me did. Yeah, 2-1 yes. Makala boots it upfield. Zane Reed in possession, turns it left side. Here is a shot on goal. Held by easily by goalkeeper Swaby for Mount Pleasant, who bowls it to Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher plays it to Daniel Green. Daniel Green gets by his man, turns it to Cordell Benbow. Benbow flicks it to Daniel Green. And Mount Pleasant loses it. Eh? Substitution coming up once again for Mount Pleasant. 80 minutes gone. Mount Pleasant lead by 2-0. Number 22, Shaquille Notice, getting ready to enter the field in place of number 8, Jordan Fletcher. Here is Fletcher now. with a last hurrah ahead of the substitution. Dribbles forward, goes into the box now, beats his man, takes it inside. Fletcher still in possession, turns it to Beckford. Beckford to Green. Green shot just past the right upright. Fletcher working overtime on that one. But Green with the eventual shot, just getting it to the right of the right upright. So corner kick to be taken. Corner kick taken by Mount Pleasant. Vere technical comes away with it. Inside their own half. Place it over the line now. Your shot towards goal. Saved by the goalkeeper. Well done by Swaby. Looks to have gotten a hand onto that one, Swaby. No, referee says it's a goal kick. Just wide there. That shot towards goal. Here is a goal kick now to be taken by Swaby. Plays it left side to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie gets by one man. Plays it forward, trying to find Beckford. Beckford is taken down. Whistle on the play. Beckford makes his way to his feet. You know, as Lewis plays it into the center circle. There he finds Ray Campbell. Vere in possession, trying to come forward. They trail by 2-0. They lose it. Here is Daniel Green, plays it left side to Cordell Benbow. Benbow turns it back inside. The heads go up, no? Comes back to Shaquille Notice. Notice to Beckford. Beckford back to Notice. Plays it inside. Easily held by goalkeeper Shavar Wilson for Vere United. Less than 10 minutes remaining in this encounter. Mount Pleasant lead by 2-0. Goal scored by Cordell Benbow in the 45th minute and Kemar Beckford in the 71st minute. Here is Kevon Isaacs. Plays it back to Leng. Leng plays it forward just over the halfway line. Finds Beckford. Beckford plays it to Notice. Notice plays it forward. Finds Cordell Benbow. Turns it inside. Here's Benbow with a shot. Just been saved by Shavar Wilson there. Good save this time by Wilson. As Benbow picked his spot and placed it far to the right of the goalkeeper, who threw himself full stretch to his right and pulled off a glorious save. Here is Vere now, in possession once again, trying to come forward. Place it over onto the far side of the field. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by Vere United. Straight into the hands of Swaby. The safe hands of Swaby. Plays it upfield, long, finds Kemar Beckford. Beckford heads it to his left. Finds Cordell Benbow. Benbow way out onto the line. Plays it back to Ronaldo Rodney. Rodney knocks it inside to Sule McCullough. McCullough dribbles forward, loses it. Whistle on the play. Says referee Weston Costley awards a free kick to the Mount Pleasant team in probably a dangerous position. Just outside the penalty area. Cordell Benbow. Sule McCullough. Both standing over this one. Wall being built by Vere United. 3-man wall. Let's see what Mount Pleasant will do with this one. Looks as if McCullough is going to be the one taking this free kick. Steps up now. Turns it to Benbow. Benbow. Plays it to McCullough. McCullough on the line with it. Loses it. And Vere United wins a throw. Here is the goalkeeper coming forward to intercept this one. Boots it back upfield. Rodney handles it. And it's a free kick won by the Vere United team. Here is Devroy Gray, turns it inside. Ladale Ritchie makes a clearance. Here is Mount Pleasant trying to come forward here. Just heading towards the 90th minute in this encounter. Mount Pleasant lead by 2-0. They're in possession in their own half. And looks to have this one in the bag. And looks well set now to take over the lead in the Premier League this season. First match of the new year. Here is Cordell Benbow getting a pass. Robbed up the ball there by the defense of Vere United. They boot this one upfield. Comes as far as Sule McCullough. McCullough plays it back to Kevin Graham. Graham to Ritchie. Ritchie plays it forward. Finds Benbow. Benbow to Daniel Green. Daniel Green on the touchline with it. Plays it inside. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs turns it to his left. Gives it away. Does Isaacs. And Vere United once again in possession. A minimum of 3 minutes to be added in this encounter. Here is Vere now trying to get one on the score sheet. Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward once again. Loses it to Vere United. Here now is Plummer. Romain Plummer in possession. Plays it inside. Finds Zane Reed. Reed back to Plummer. Plummer dribbling forward. Cleared by Rodney for Mount Pleasant. Still not out of danger. And Isaacs comes away with it for Mount Pleasant. Dribbles across the box, across the area. Gives it away again, does Kevon Isaacs. And leaves Vere United in possession. We are into the dying moments. Here is Zane Reed on the right side. Trying to get by his man, Sule Makala. Makala robs him of the ball. Comes forward now for Mount Pleasant. Does Makala. Gets a boot there to it. Does the Vere defender. And it goes into touch for a throw to Mount Pleasant. Devroy Gray getting a foot to it there. Here is Richie. Plays it forward. Finds Daniel Green. Looks around. Turns. Finds Rodney. Rodney plays it forward. Gives it away again. Does Mount Pleasant. Vere United in possession once again. Trying to come forward. Trying to get one on the score sheet here is Vere United. But Mount Pleasant looks to have this one all sewn up. Here is Daniel Green coming away with it once again. Plays it way over to the right side on the near side here to Cordell Benbow. Benbow with it. Plays it back to Sule Makala. Makala finds back Benbow. Benbow dribbles towards his own goal. Plays it to Kevin Graham. Graham back to Benbow. Mount Pleasant just running down the clock here. They lead by 2-0. And here is Benbow now playing this one long. Trying to find Shaquille Notice. But Vere United wins it and comes away with it. Here is Graham playing it forward to Rodney once again. Rodney finds Kemar Beckford, flicks it forward. Loses it, does Mount Pleasant. And gives it away to Vere United once again. They are in possession. Playing it forward. And it goes into touch for a goal kick. And there's a final whistle from referee Weston Costley. Mount Pleasant winning this one by 2-0. And by virtue of the 2-all scoreline between Waterhouse and UWFC, it means that Mount Pleasant takes over the lead in the Red Stripe National Premier League on match day 21. Goals scored in this game by Cordell Benbow in the 45th minute and Kemar Beckford on minute 71. His 11th goal of the season gives Mount Pleasant a 2-0 victory, and they now move to 40 points and into the lead of the Premier League. A 2-0 win here, starting the new year on the right footing. Talk to us about today's game.
Well, it's good that we could have won this game tonight. New Year's just it's good, but still we have a lot of work to do. Same, we still playing in the first half a little bit tentative. Worse when we play these teams in the bottom, we need to lift our game more. So I wasn't really pleased with the first half.
How satisfied are you with the fact that despite the not being satisfied with the first half, you won the game and you are now leading the competition?
I'm satisfied when we scored 2 goals and we got these 3 points. So it's good for the team. So we have to just build on that.
What worked best for you today in this encounter?
I think when we made the changes, like last year against UWA, Green came on and he put some energy in terms of in the top midfielder, pushing the ball forward and find those space. So we get the next goal.
What is it that you're going to have to do now to keep the players motivated? They are at the top of the league and heading into the end of the second round next week.
It's going to take a team effort, coaches, staff, minds, everybody to keep these guys focused, because football is like that. Some people can't take the success, but we have to learn to keep them focused, keep them happy, so we can move forward.
Okay, so coach, we have Harbourview next week and back-to-back matches against Harbourview.
Yes.
They were the first team to have beaten Mount Pleasant this season. How are you looking forward to that encounter?
Well, you have to look at the videos they play. We play against them and see where we go wrong or where their strength and their weakness lies. So we have work to do in this week, watching their videos and see what we can do.
Thank you very much, coach.
All right.